Hi, this is Aurora from superchargedmath.com. Now, if you're having a hard time with math, you're in the right place because this is where we take the challenging math concepts and we make them easy. So if you want to learn math the easy way, just visit superchargedmath.com. Okay, let's get started.
So by polynomial, all we're talking about is an equation. So if I said, for example, 5x plus 1. So that's not a polynomial because this is just to the first power. So a polynomial is something that has a 2 or higher on the unknown term. So that would be a polynomial. Yeah, so for example, somebody wants another example, sure. So this is not a polynomial. How would you make that a polynomial? What would you do? Yeah, you would add maybe an x squared here. Yep, you can add an x to the 5th. Yep, this one is now polynomial. These are both polynomials. Okay, so if I were to say 3x, remember x is a number we don't know, 6 plus x, what would you do? You're gonna take the 3x and multiply it by a 6. So 3 times 6 is, any ideas? What is 3 times 6? Okay, 3 times 6 is 18, good. And then this is the x plus, what's 3x times just plain old x? 3x times x? Okay, 3x times x is gonna be 3x times x. We like to write that as 3x squared because this is an x to the 1 and an x to the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is how we get our x squared term. Let's try another one. If I said minus 2, x squared minus 1, okay? Now what would you say? How would I expand that one out? Could you do that one for me? If I said minus 2. Okay, great. So we're gonna take the minus also. So minus 2 times x squared, that's gonna be you just write the whole thing down. Minus 2 x squared, good. And now put your finger over this and then say minus 2 times minus 1. Minus and minus make a positive. What's 1 times 2? Yeah, it's 2. And that's how you'd expand this out. All right, how are you feeling about this? This is kind of a review. This should be a review. Give me a thumbs up if this is a bit of a review. Bit of a review. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Okay, so, and it's okay if it's not. Let's just keep going. I want to ask about this one. This one looks a little more complicated, doesn't it? So we're going to take the 4x squared and we're going to multiply it by, we're going to take this whole thing and multiply it by that term first. So 4 times 5 is, that's right, 20. So you just write down 20, good. And then what else? So this is going to be 20. And then how many x's do we have? We have 2 here and 1 here. I'll put a little 1 there, okay? 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have x cubed. See, because this is x times x, just like this was up here. Okay, all right, and then minus 1. So what does that mean? That means minus 1 times a 4. That gives me a minus 4. Okay, so minus 1. So we take the whole thing. Minus 1 times 4, which is minus 4. And then don't forget about the x squared. That comes along too. Okay, so this whole thing gets multiplied by that. So if you want, you can think of it like this. 4x squared times minus 1. That's that second one we're doing. And that's how we get this term right there. So we just do the numbers first and then we do any of the variables. And there's no variable here, so he just comes along for the ride. He doesn't change. Okay, good. Let's do another one. 7x 6 plus 1. Let's just make this 6 plus 1, that's a 7. X times 7, what does that equal? Well, we can't do anything with the x, so that comes along for the ride. 7 times 7, that is 49.
So this video is taken from my ultra popular class on decimals, and I'd like to invite you and your child to join me for an entire decimals class, totally free. You can register at no charge by clicking the link in the description or the comments, or simply go to getmath.net/decimals.